Crockett Johnson was born on October 20th, 1906 in New York City. Ever since he was a little kid, he loved sailing. He studied art at the Cooper Union in 1924 and some more at New York University in 1925. After his studies, he worked in Macy's advertising department, he played professional football, and he edited art magazines. His real name is David Johnson Lisk, but it was too hard to pronounce, so he changed it to Crockett Johnson. Crockett Johnson described himself as the laziest man in the world who never intended to be an artist. He became very successful. From 1934 to 1940, he wrote political cartoons for the new masses. In 1939, he met Ruth Krauss and soon became an author of children's books, including The Carrot Seed, How to Make an Earthquake, and The Happy Egg. Later on in 1944, his Barnaby collections came about, but only lasted until 1960 to 1962 after their revival. Then, in the late 50s, everyone's favorite crayon holder came to be. Crockett Johnson had developed the Harold and the Purple Crayon series. Harold could be Barnaby's cousin just by judging their appearances, but his accomplice was a purple crayon. Harold draws his world by using his purple crayon and always goes on amazing adventures, to the circus, the North Pole, and even to the sky. But he always ends up back safely at home in bed by the time we reach the last page.
Like ladies and gents when I mention my name at the door. And I hope you'll pardon me, see by my card I am finding a world we may explore. You're in the dream I have drawn. You're like the wings for my song. I get a lift with your gift to know right from the wrong. Really strong. Our imagination will find this occasion to go where we know we belong.
Even though Crockett Johnson started out as an illustrator, there was one common theme I noticed when looking through his books and drawings. All of his drawings were easy enough for a young child to draw on their own, allowing the child to become more engaged in the book itself, and to be pulled into the story with the pictures. A common theme for the books that Johnson wrote was adventure. Barnaby and Harold were always on adventures in their series and always having fun. Crockett married Ruth Krauss when they then moved to Darien, Connecticut. They spent a lot of time sailing and writing. Johnson died on July 11, 1975 from lung cancer and was survived by his wife Ruth for nearly 2 decades after. Since Johnson has been gone for a significant amount of time, I wanted to see how and if his work was still being used in classrooms today, and it absolutely is, especially in younger classrooms. The Harold series is used as a great resource for read-alouds in preschool-age classrooms and as a great beginning series for new readers in kindergarten and first grade. Art teachers are using the simplicity of Johnson's drawings to teach the basics of drawing and image mirroring. Since most of Johnson's work is geared more towards a younger audience, you will find most of his work in younger classrooms, but that doesn't mean it's not enjoyed by everyone. I'm 21, and ever since I can remember, my favorite book has always been Harold and the Purple Crayon. In fact, my aunt, who is also a teacher in a middle school in Vermont, got me a new version for my graduation to add to my own classroom collection.